Yo, 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 yo. Welcome, welcome into the building. This is your boy Jason Gooner. We're back on Jason Gooner TV, and you know what time it is, people. We have matches coming up tomorrow in the EPL. So this is the EPL preview show, each and every week. Well, match week, I should say, because sometimes it's two in the week, which is going to be the case this week because, we have midweek Premier League this week coming up as well. But of course, people, this is the EPL preview show, Jason Gooner TV's EPL preview show. And this show, we go through all the matches, we look at all the team news, talk about the recent form, and just try to have a discussion, try to predict all the 10 fixtures as well, people. And we keep track of things. So if you want to take part in the predictions this week, you don't know, this is the place to be. Stick around, strap in. Yes, we're going to have a decent show tonight, people. It is going to be fun. We have some good fixtures coming up this weekend as well. I think this can make a lot of seasons change for a lot of teams this week, and we're going to look at why I said that in a minute. So yeah, man, as you come in, this is a YouTube program, people, so you have to go ahead and touch up that like button. That is a must. Please do smash that like button. Share the content as well. While I'm telling you to share the content, I'm going to share the content as well. Let me do that. Yes, people, as you come into the building, bless up everyone. Big up yourself, DJ Gigs, always supporting. Massive respect, my brother. Respect for tuning in. Yes, and this week, we have some good fixtures, people. Of course, seasons past, the Man City Liverpool would have normally been, a first and second, battle for the title type of game. But it's a little bit different this year. Man City, of course, people would know, crashed out of the Champions League this week. Madrid just proving too much for them on the day in Spain. And Mbappe turning up with the Mbappe form like he's playing for France in the World Cup. So, he's difficult to stop. And of course, Man City has played much lesser opponents this year and looked really leaky. So I think the writing was on the wall for that fixture, but it was really a smash in the end. So you worry about their psyche going into this game against Liverpool. They have been hitting a decent form in the league of late. Of course, winning 4-0 last time they played in the Premier League. So let's see where they're at. Of course, Liverpool, we didn't do a fixture because it fell on a random time this Wednesday, this Aston Villa and Liverpool game. That's actually the first thing I wanted to do. Look at the Aston Villa and Liverpool game because we didn't really predict that game or anything like that. So I just want to see how that game went and look at the stats real quick before we get into this week's show. Let me go to the site real quick. There we go. Aston Villa, Liverpool. This was an interesting game. Bless up, Father Warren. What go on, bro? We're there, another EPL preview show. All right, so this was the game on Wednesday, people. Champions League was going on simultaneously, but I had my devices going this day. I was watching this game and the Madrid game. But yeah, this game was an interesting one. Very exciting game. Both teams making their fair share of mistakes. Both teams with some decent attacking play. Some good goalkeeping as well from both keepers. So it was a good game. Of course, the first goal in this game was a gift. Andres Garcia, who was playing well up to that mistake, made that mistake, and Jota did well to find Salah for an easy goal, really. And nothing Martinez could have done about that. But Aston Villa really fought back very well. Yuri Tillemans getting a goal to equalize. And then Ali Watkins in first half injury time, getting the second to make it 2-1. So it was looking like a great day for all the Gunners fans. But of course, Liverpool in the second half, really took over that game. And in the end, you have to thank Emi Martinez. Definitely did his part to keep that game at 2-2. But yeah, I think there were definitely some chinks in the armor for Liverpool on this day. You could see where Gravenberch didn't have his usual influence in the midfield. I thought Yuri Tillemans was excellent in this football match. Not only because he got the goal, but just he just seemed to be playing at his own pace at all times. Asensio and Rashford had their moments. Rodgers had his moments as well, driving through midfield. He's one of the best players to watch when him get the ball and him just drive past people. Jota was wasteful a couple of times. I thought Curtis Jones playing on that left side didn't really work out for me the most. I know Diaz hasn't really been on the best of form, but I don't know. I think maybe Arne Slot did a bit of overthinking that one, but I don't know what the Liverpool fans thought about that. But yeah, I think Liverpool, I would say in this particular game, for too long of stretches, it looked like they weren't going to do much. But, I still would say that Emi Martinez is really the main reason why Liverpool didn't win this game. And also, how can I forget Darwin Núñez chance? What a miss. So Núñez came on, got a 6.1. Yeah, this is it right here, people. Look where the man there in the box. 0.75 xg. Yeah, that chance was madness. So yeah, point. And that left the standings looking like this. So Arsenal with a game in hand, 8 points back. Nottingham Forest still in third, City in fourth. So with a win and a Forest bad result, City can be back to third because they have a superior goal difference. Bournemouth in fifth, Chelsea dropped to sixth now. Newcastle in seventh, they have dropped as well. Fulham on the up, they're in eighth. Aston Villa need some points. They're in ninth right now. Goal difference down in the -3. Brighton 10th, Brentford 11th, Tottenham up to 12th, Crystal Palace 13th, Everton 14th. That's crazy. Everton on the same points as Tottenham after their start to the season. That's crazy. David Moyes really doing his thing. Man United 15th place, 29 points, -7 goal difference. West Ham with a big result against Arsenal can jump over Manchester United. Imagine that. 27 points for West Ham. Wolves out of the relegation zone, but only by 2 points. 19 points. Ipswich, Leicester both on 17. And Southampton, I think they're already packing their bags to the championship. They're on 9 points after 25 games. So that's where it stands right now as we go into this week, people. Check back in. Canada versus USA. How that game going? But there I watch USA, Colombia, and Knicks versus Bulls. Because my side making this game so difficult in overtime now. 113, 111 Knicks up. Don't know how this is happening. Bless up, Duke. What go on, bro? There, Mobile win tonight, Duke. Come there, watch. So I say, brother, have the Veer match. Somebody watch piece of that. But when I stop watch it, because I watch the U20 girls. Congrats to the U20 girls today winning 7-0 over St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I think the other group game in that group Nicaragua beat St. Kitts and Nevis 8-0. So looks like as of right now, Nicaragua and Jamaica look like the stronger teams. But that is for another day, people. Definitely want to give the girls their credit and their highlight as well. So I will be studying and watching, and can definitely look out for some content around the girls, hopefully, as long as the times make sense. And if not, we'll do some post-match and some reactions as well. But good job to the girls. Good job to the girls. Nah, man, you're not late, bro. Just start, man. Just get going. Yeah, man, just get going. Nah, man, you're good. Yeah, U20. So yeah, we won 7-0. We're up 6-0 at halftime, and just couldn't convert the chances in the second half. So only got one more goal. So 7-0 today. Some good players though, some good players, some good talent. Some of them have a little experience as well. So let's see how it goes. Looks like it's gonna be a repeat of the last qualification we just saw. Because it's clear that Nicaragua is a very strong team as well. So yeah. But St. Kitts does look like a better team than St. Vincent, who we played today. So I wouldn't expect for that game to be so easy, you know. So I do think that today St. Vincent and the Grenadines were severely overmatched. So it was tough. But good job to the girls. I'll be watching intently as the tournament goes along, and hopefully you girls can make us proud. You know, even though the boys didn't qualify, and I was still proud of them. Knicks win. All right, thank God. Jeez, man, them struggle for winning a little game this star. All right, so let's get into it, people. Right into it, people. We need to figure out what's going on in the league. Who injured? What happened? Champions League draw in the morning, bright and early. So we'll rise up and see what's going on. Arsenal either going to face PSV or Feyenoord. Commiserations to my brethren, big Juve fan. Lone balling after them lose. Man messaged me early in the morning, you know. Surely. And I thought, well, you more about next round. The first thing says, win your match first, then talk. Yes, when the game I go extra time, same thing I text him, win your match first, and then talk. I have to laugh, I couldn't say nothing. So yeah, Juve out, PSV knocked them out, Feyenoord knock out Milan. So it wasn't a good week. Atalanta get knocked out. Italian club them getting smashed out of Europe. Only Inter still around in the Champions League. Of course, Inter got through in the top 8, so they actually will also face either PSV or Feyenoord. So yeah, interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see the draw. Some good potential matchups. So bright and early we'll find out. Glad them lose because of them would have play. Yeah, I always told him if he got through that tie, we were going to play Juve. Like I already knew, I figured it was going to be Juve and Milan, because I never think the Dutch team them would have turned them over, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's the two side them have talent, you know. The two side them have talent, Feyenoord and PSV. But I feel like I would rather play. Actually, I don't really care between the two of them, there, brother. If we can't beat them two side, one of them two side there, then I better we just get knocked out anyway. I say rather PSV. I don't know, boy. What a mess up thing though for Milan. Milan buy Feyenoord main striker. Figure us go lose to them in the Champions League. The man them buy Santi Jimenez and the man them lose. The man them lose to the same side. And the crazy thing is Santi Jimenez scoring at the first minute and them still lose. Bless up, float. Yeah, man. Brighton play, not Brighton. Leicester play Brentford tomorrow. Oh boy, Pinnock probably gonna start, cause Vandenberg look like him pick up a knock. Now remember, we have Man United March 9 and we have Champions League 11. What? March 9 and 11? Yo, it can't be 1 day rest, brother. They must have got change that. Premier League will switch that, brother. Put it on the 8th instead. Cause that can't work. Oh, that should work. Yeah, look on something. They say March 9, that's a Sunday. Yeah, man, they're gonna move the match to Saturday. Skull, them would have moved the match to Saturday, Skull. That's all they wanna do. Come on, them gonna sort that out, man. It soon change, Skull. It soon change. Cause cause of the TV. Right now, Skull, if you look on the midweek game, them it don't have no channel on it yet. So them always do that. Them maybe them will wait till. So how you know say the match I play the 11th already? Cause we might play on the Wednesday in a Skull. So say I could have the 12th where I play, which would be fine. Sunday and Wednesday. You see what I say? Cause yeah, man, really. Alright, let me see. Champions League matches. Cause it not come out yet, brother. Them not. After the draw tomorrow now, you see which day we are play upon. Yeah. And if I tell you this, if we play upon the 11th, Premier League gonna move the game, brother. Them not gonna make us play Sunday and then Tuesday. That can't work. That can't work. Cause remember, English League 1 we win, so they're gonna sort it out. Alright, so team news. I could see what go on in that team news. Alright, injury. See what go on for the injury. The injury player them. So this is it now, people. Alright, so first things first. Google March 4th, first leg and 11th second leg. No, but usually it flip, Like if you play the first one Tuesday, Jano star. Tomorrow I may see still. Cause the thing I go on tomorrow. Blessings 1-1. What go on, bro? We're there, I run out for the EPL car. Match I play tomorrow. So I want to get in the preview show tonight. So I can get all 10 games in the mix, Where's a West Main treat? Good game for Arsenal, but I hope so. Yeah, man. Bless up to everybody in the building. Make sure you like the video same time. Alright, so first team news is the first place, the front runners right now, Liverpool. So as you can see in the title there, LFC update, Cody, Bradley, and Joe Gomez facing some late fitness tests. So let's see what I'm have to say. Reveal Gakpo, who has missed the last 2 top flight fixtures, will be a close call for the trip. He said, let's see. Slot said on the fitness of the number 18. I hope he's available. I'm not 100% sure. He hasn't trained with the team yet. Maybe he does a bit today. I don't know exactly. It will be a close call. So Gakpo, definitely they missed him. He's been on form this season. And I'm telling you, I was so surprised that Luis Diaz didn't start because he didn't play. It's almost like it's the first time I've seen Slot like change how him want to play, like him put Jones in that position, and of course Jones not going to give you the same type of gameplay that Gakpo or even Diaz would give you. So I feel like the more like for how they've been playing would have been to play Diaz. So that was a bit surprising for me. Bradley's status still has to come in. We don't know yet. Of course, after Trent scored against Villa, he was quite upset, it looked like, when he was coming off, and then Bradley got an injury when he came on. So Bradley definitely is going to be, let's say, I'm completely surprised if he's involved in the Sunday game or the Wednesday game. So it looks like Bradley is going to be a little longer out. Gomez had surgery for his hamstring, so he's out for a long time. But maybe just before the end of the season. People's hamstrings are going crazy this year. Oh my gosh. These two players are not injured, but they just come back from injury, Jota and Trent. So that's also the reason they don't play 90 minutes 5 times in a row in 15 days. That would be a big risk. We could see this yesterday with Connor Bradley. So Arne Slot trying to basically make sense of the substitution, because I thought Trent was playing good in the game actually. And then he scored a goal and you take him off. So I guess basically based on what he's saying there, Connor Bradley must have been close to the red line. So yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know where Chile there, bro. I don't know where Chile there. Well, I said them better beat Liverpool next week. Slot to save Diaz from Man City, but player them are gonna murder them Sunday. But that's the hope. If Arsenal can stay the same distance away or close the gap slightly over the next 5 or 6 games, we have a great chance. We don't have to play well, but have to keep finding a way to win. Yeah, well, one thing, I trust the defenders and the goalkeeper. So at the end of the day, that will always keep in football matches. And we have been branded set piece FC, and I don't remember many set pieces going in lately. So in this time of inventing new strikers out of nowhere, we really need the set pieces to come back again. But I feel like we'll stay in the games because we have a good defense. So I don't put it this way. I feel like the days of just giving away goals, because Arsenal always just give away goals. I mean, I think a lot of times teams might earn the goals on us a bit more now. I mean, yeah, we still make mistakes and things, but definitely way less than before. All right, so the next team we're gonna see what we're going with is Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. So Pep provides update in wake of Real Madrid loss. This was yesterday. He revealed that Haaland came to him and told him he wasn't fit. Early in training yesterday, I believe the images we have done are fine, but he has discomfort walking and, for example, on stairs. We spoke yesterday and this morning, and he said he didn't feel good, didn't feel ready. So basically, Haaland came and told him he couldn't play. I saw a lot of people talking about it, saying it was because Rudiger was going to play. I think that's madness. But yeah, interesting one. We'll see if Haaland is fit enough, or he tells his boss that he feels good to face Liverpool. I was kind of going into that Real Madrid game. I didn't think it was like that bad if he didn't play, because I do think Marmoush can do the job that he does, and maybe in certain aspects Marmoush might make the team click a little better. But I just feel like the other players, well, not even the other players, none of the players really turned up like they needed to. I don't think we have a good defense. We have a good defense relative to other teams, but in my opinion, our defenders ain't that good. I'm not measuring them against the other shit defenders in the league currently. Okay, yeah. I mean, look, when you compare it to Tony Adams and Sol Campbell and Ashley Cole, Lauren and them and yeah, I get it. But against these attackers that we face week in, week out, we do very well. We don't really give up that much things, The XG is super low for our team. So I just feel like I sound like such a stats nerd when I say that, but it's the truth. We don't give up much. That's why I feel like we're going to stay in games, All right, so we have some news from West Ham as well. Of course, West Ham will be taking on Arsenal. So this is the news out of West Ham's camp here. So they get Jared Bowen back finally, and now they are without Lucas Paqueta. He's gonna miss the Arsenal trip. That's from Graham Potter. Let's see, right back Soufal will also miss out. And Evan Ferguson will look to continue building his match minutes, so probably won't start, but he will be available. It was a training incident for Lucas. He went over on his ankle and had a bit of a collision with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, kick over the man star. Jano. He's rolled his ankle and will be missing for the game on Saturday and probably Leicester as well. So he'll probably miss the next week at least. Somerville is still out as well, another good attacking player. So they'll be a little bit undermanned there. They won't have Paqueta. But Kudus and Bowen still available. And Ferguson sounds like not fit enough to start. So we'll see what kind of team that Graham Potter puts out to face the Gunners. Let's see. And of course, Ahmad out for the season. That's some more news there. All right, let's check something else as well, people. So Leon Bailey. Bailey is close to being with us again. That's all him say. So it look like, I don't know. Bailey don't look like he'll be playing. It sound like the press people in my Villa upset, say the man them injured. Them ask the man like, what are you doing? Why is everybody injured? Sepp Vandenberg. See what I go on. A minor knee injury. Couple weeks instead of months. So it looked like Pinnock probably will start because Vandenberg going to be out for a couple of weeks. And when he came off, it was Pinnock who came on for him. I think it was about the 68th minute or so. So at least he'll be playing again. That's good. No, bro. Tell them to save them energy for the Liverpool match, boy. Pep, do it, Pep. Do it. That's what it is. It's never been easier to be a defender. For us are rubbish now. We do okay at the back, but that don't mean them man are great. They ain't. Yeah, look, I mean, you just have to be solid in this day and age, you know. And I think we are solid. Is it true Antonio and gym training now? That's really a miracle. Bro, telling you, this guy is a machine, bro. And hats off to him. Come see him stand up like this with some weights and I look like him, like him step up on something and do him like exercise them. But even to see him doing that, what is it? February now, bro. That's amazing, bro. Coming from what it was and how I know what I know he been through. Another game where defenders can look like stars, another team with no striker. We have to win that game. Yeah, have to. I mean, look. It looked good at the end against Leicester 2-0, but at 81 minutes, my dad a cuss until the man them score. If that's true, that's unbelievable and very good news. Yeah, bro. I say I post one. The man have workout and thing, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It looks like anything this man put in mind to him, I gotta do it, brother. Cause the man say him want come back like from as soon as it happened, him say, yo, I'll be running out again. And people like, yo, bro, just worry about your health first. And man said, no. And brother, what me see? That's amazing, bro. Bro, if Arsenal win all them game until Saka returns, problem for Liverpool. Yo, Red Skull. One thing we do, rate your what your name there, brother. You believe, Yeah, man. Big up yourself. I heard someone mention that he was in the gym, but that can't be true. Yeah, bro. In the gym, bro. Don't know if he was at the gym at him yard or at a gym, but definitely was working with some weights and on his feet and have him sneakers on and the man I do him rehab, bro. Saka got return with venom in our heart, especially if the points gap is close. Yeah, bro. We know them thing you have bun Saka for watch them game and can't play no man. I don't think we are solid. We just look solid. Gabriel is way out of position all the time and Saliba up against a good forward that has movement, can do a few things. He looks like Kyle Butler. Oh my gosh. One can go far with everything, brother. That's too far, bro. Kyle Butler, really? Yeah, just keep winning by any means. I don't even care right now. We could have do what we do last week 10 more times in a row. I'm still happy. We can cost for 80 minutes and we just win. 2 goals at the end, 2-0. Yeah, man. That is it. Clean sheets. All right, so let's get right into the matches, people. First and foremost, we have the first match tomorrow. Let me get this on screen. They say Isaac made Saliba look like Kyle Butler, no? Isaac have the man ticket star. 2 of them still. Cause Gabriel get it a couple times too. I don't know that Carabao Cup. That was like the worst 2 game, bro. Man, them not done nothing for win that game there. Neither one of them. The first one, I still think Martinelli needs to sink that. And the man hit the crack the post with the shot. Channel star. Liverpool, Newcastle for the final now. Cha-cha. All right, so tomorrow, people, 3 o'clock kickoff in the States on the East Coast. That's our 5 o'clock, that's our 8 o'clock in England. Friday night football. So yeah, this is the stats head-to-head between the 2 teams in the Premier League. Only 5 games played. 1 win for Brentford, 2 for Leicester, and 2 draws. The last time they played, though, which was earlier this season, Brentford slapped them up 4-1. So Leicester, obviously in the relegation zone, just needing points. Any home game, I would think they're, hoping to at least get a point out of it. This is the form guide, though, for the 2 teams. 1 win for Leicester out of the last 5. That was against Spurs away from home. So big result for them. That Spurs was in the mud. That was the heights of sack Ange time right there. And then Brentford in their last 5, losses to Spurs and Liverpool, but a good point against Man City at home, a 2-1 away win, actually 2 away wins, one against West Ham and one against Crystal Palace. Their most recent game, getting a clean sheet as well away from home, something that was unheard of earlier in the season for Brentford. But you can look at their fixtures there, not conceding any more than 2 goals in their last 5. No, that's a much better run for a team that was shipping goals earlier in the season. One probably going to tell you that is because Pinnock wasn't playing. But yeah, I think it's just been, they just haven't really been making mistakes. And one thing that has to be noted as well, their goalkeeper Flecken has been one of the most informed keepers, I would say, all season. So, yeah, definitely good goalkeeping can help. I think you've seen that with Nottingham Forest this season many times. I think Brentford is another team that their goalkeeper definitely does some good stuff for them. I think he should be the number 1 for the Dutch. I think he's more consistent than Verbruggen this season. But let's see what the coach of Netherlands thinks. This is the league table, of course, 19th for Leicester. So they're in the relegation zone. Brentford in 11th. A lot more wins, obviously 10 wins for Brentford, but 11 losses as well. So a bit of an up and down season. Average goals per match, only 1 for Leicester, 1.72. Average goals conceded over 2 goals for Leicester, 2.2. Brentford at 1.68. 4 clean sheets and only 1 clean sheet all season for Leicester. Chances created per match, 2.16 for Brentford, 1.48 for Leicester. A 5-0 away win, the biggest win for Brentford. 3-1 away defeat to Spurs. And Leicester biggest win was 3-1 against West Ham at home. Worst defeat 4-0 away to Newcastle. Brian and Boomer has the most goals of both of these teams with 14. Then they have Wissa with 11 and Shaw now all the way up to 7 assists. Damsgaard, I would say one of the most underrated players this season actually. And Didi with 4 and Janelt with 3. So that is kind of the stats breakdown there and the form guide. For me, people, Leicester is a team that I just don't think they have found any consistency under their manager. They played Arsenal tough, in terms of they were a bit more organized in defense, but I think, Arsenal were just toothless. And I definitely feel like, where Brentford is attacking wise right now with Wissa, Shade, and Mbumo, I just feel like it's going to be too much on the day for Leicester. Brentford, I think, probably concede a goal, but I just feel like Leicester concede more. So I'm going to say this one is going to end up 3-1 to Brentford. It's been a little while since Wissa and Mbumo have really had a big game in terms of offense and output and goals. I think they probably both get some goals tomorrow. And the Bluebirds will be out at the King Power. Red Skull agree. Yeah, man, we know say one will go say that, We said the Carabao game, then we did tired. Then, so why Newcastle never tired? They might play the same 11 every game, brother. If he could actually play at a World Cup after what happened, that would be some sci-fi movie business. After just call him Iron Man after that, bro. But the fact, me not even care if the man kick a next ball. You see when we see the picture with the man with the weight and thing, I think like from like when him actually have the accident and stuff to then, I said, John Star, yo, the man must have worked for reach that. Big up some activity. What go on? Bug side, move up. They have been much better without Pinnock. That's my opinion and a fact. Pinnock looks great, then makes a mistake. They have not been making errors, and the numbers reflect that. Yeah, I agree they haven't been making errors. And I agree that Pinnock was making errors this season. Yeah, man, tell them to smash up a thing, man. 3-1 Brentford. Yeah, I agree, Skull. I agree. Damsgaard is decent. Jensen and Norgard are decent too. Type of players don't really get much credit. Yeah, all of Brentford's players are neat and tidy with the football, man. That Danish, Yeah, man. Janel not bad either. Yes, he is horrible. He is horrible. I have him in my fantasy team just for sit on the bench every week. I swear. Him just cheap. And just in case him play. So, if I have to, him just play. Yeah, bro, that's the same thing I was thinking. Netflix would have lined up a documentary. Yeah, bro, that is some real documentary shit. Hopefully, him have a camera crew with him, because he's a bird on a ramp with the media thing, So, he might all document it all for real, Big up DOC Sports, so I go on my brother. You see the U20 girls today? Remember, we did just beat City, the 5-1. Yeah. Float said 2-1. Make sure I put Biggs, because I know Biggs are going to send Fee one tomorrow. I'm going to have Mass one already. 2-1 Brentford. So nobody now go for Leicester. Oh, go on. Ruud van Nistelrooy can't do nothing. 2-1 Brentford wins at DOC. I wonder where coach there. Coach soon forward, I'm right, coach. Coach soon forward. Pristine there. Ever clean. Alright, Pristine said 4-1. Whoa. I said Pinnock with a header. True, I was just hoping he could walk now, but maybe run like a normal person if I get back playing. That would be incredible. Yeah, man. I don't put it past him though. Based on that picture there, I don't put it past him. When I say I think Yanelt is shit, Sunday League in the park in a decent Sunday League team, if he had the same fitness as everyone else, he would not stand out at all. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Norgard and Jensen better than him for sure, but I don't think he's shit. I don't think he's shit. But I'm not surprised you think him shit, cause you think a lot of people shit. All right, so that is the first game. That's gonna be Friday, people. So anytime there's a Friday fixture, this show will be on Thursday night. You don't know Friday is my night normally, but yeah, you don't know if to work with the schedule, you know? All right, so Everton, Man U, people. So talk about two teams going in opposite directions, right? So Manchester United, when Moyes got the job, probably, you know, they were separated from Everton by probably about 7 places or 6 places. Now Everton is basically above them in the table, which is mad. But these are the stats, of course, head-to-head in the Premier League. Like most teams, Manchester United with a heavy dominance, 42 wins, only 10 to Everton, 13 draws played out between the two teams. But Everton will be having this fixture at Goodison Park. It's the last time they will host Manchester United in the Premier League at Goodison Park. You know, we saw what happened when they hosted Liverpool for the last time. Some big drama at the end of the game to equalize and go with the 2-2. Now, earlier this year, under their previous manager, this was one of the best days for Man United, a 4-0 win. Marcus Rashford was moved on loan, scored twice in this one, and Xerxes got 2 goals in this one as well. And that's mad. Rashford in a Villa jersey. Menu, Dallo, Diallo out for the season. Lissandro out for the season now. So that was who they used that day. Was it Van Nistelrooy that did manage this game? United fans, who managed that game? Yeah? All right, I'm going to find it now. Duke, who managed that 4 love, yeah? Was it it was December 1st. December the 1st. Find it. Details. So it was Amorim coaching. So that was his best day ever as a Man U manager. Well, on that day, that happened. Let me go back. Yeah, so 4-0. That was Amorim's best day. But that's a totally different Everton team. That was Sean Dyche. This is David Moyes. But this is the form guide, and you can see the difference. 4 wins and a draw in the last 5. You can stack that up against any team in the Premier League right now, and Everton is up there at top. Man United, 3 losses and 2 wins. So not best, and they have 2 on the bounce as well. Losing at home to Palace and losing away last week to Spurs 1-0. So they have yet to score in their last 2 matches. You know, they had 1 goal before that, and then had 3 goals. So they haven't been really scoring many goals. And yeah, it's been tough for Man United of late. Everton, on the other hand, playing their best football for the season right now. Up to 30 points now. And who would have thought that up to 14th, and they're 1 ahead of Man United currently. Goals per match, very similar, 1.12, 1.08. A little bit more stingy defending though. Everton 1.24 to 1.4. 9 clean sheets on the season. That's up there with some of the best teams in the league with the most clean sheets. 7 to Man U. Chances created per match. United do create a bit more than Everton so far this season, but I'm sure if you look at the most recent games, Everton will be right up there with Man U in that department. Diallo and NDI both out for this game, have 6 goals, 5 for Bruno, and assists again. Diallo and McNeil not playing, but Bruno will be around. He has 6 assists so far this season. Look, on current form, I can only see this result going one way. I don't believe that over the course of this week, Ruben Amorim figured out anything in terms of, the style he's playing or wants to play. Clearly, the player's not really grasping it and getting it right. So I have to go with Everton, people. I mean, again, I think the fans will be up for it. It's the last time United comes to Goodison, and what better time to face United than the current? I don't really think that they're up for it right now. So I'm gonna say, even with the absence of NDI, who I think is very influential, I think the return of Doucouré will help a lot. I think that hurt them last week. Because Doucouré didn't play last week, right? Yeah. So Doucouré should be back. I think that will help them a lot. Beto is on the best form I've seen him on ever at Everton. So I think he'll be a problem for United as well. So I'm gonna go with Everton to win this one 2-1. I think it'll be a close one, but I think Everton do get over the line 2-1. Duke dropped the long score. 1-1. Duke pick him side this week, so I'm feeling confident. Man, well, one Arsenal now winning about 2-1 Liverpool. Go ahead. He just runs around and throws himself in the tackles. Okay. Rude. It was Amorim still. Man U player that seems to always save them out of a bad situation. Injury. Yeah. It's crazy. Amorim is a horrible coach. Yeah, man. Better on form, bro. Best form of his life. Never seen it before from him. 2-1 Everton says Skull. Yo, how I go on Red Skull? We're gonna have the same score all night. I doubt it still. 3-1 pristine. 2-0 Everton say float. Moyes have turned around this Everton team in short period of time. He knows Man United well. Yeah. I don't think United gonna beat them, bro. Everton full of confidence right now. Hope Man U beat Ipswich and lose to Arsenal. Look at the other team are worse than him. Yeah, so looks like most people agreeing with the Everton. Moss went for the draw 1-1. But yeah, Duke, how could I forget? Duke feeling confident in his team this week. I don't know where that's coming from, but he had been picking against his team a lot lately, and been getting donkey. So I guess he want to switch up the strategy now. So Arsenal and West Ham, that's the next game we're going to talk about, people. The strikerless Arsenal versus the strikerless West Ham, honestly, because Jared Bowen ain't no striker. They did purchase Evan Ferguson, but as the coach said in the press conference, they're still trying to make sure that he's okay. So they're gonna monitor his minutes. I would be surprised if he started. Arsenal have been dominant in this particular Matchup in the Premier League, 37 wins out of 57 played, 11 draws, 9 wins going to West Ham. Recent meetings, 5-2, 6-0. But West Ham did get the better of us at the Emirates. A lot of people in this season, including myself, think that this defeat at home, it came back to back. I think Fulham was the team that we lost to before this. I think those two losses right there, that did the title. A lot of people point to that Aston Villa game when Bailey scored. But I think this game right there and the Fulham game in this December period really effed up the season. But West Ham, as you can see, a couple of times they have given us some trouble. 2-2 at the London Stadium, 2-0 at Emirates in 2023. But we have really got the better of them the last two, 6-0 and 5-2. And that 5-2 could have been more as well. But yeah, that's how it's been recently between the two teams. This is the form guide. 4 wins and a draw. We drew with Villa at home, but we beat Spurs, beat Wolves away, beat City at home, and beat Leicester last week away. West Ham, 3 losses, 1 draw, and a win. Potter looked like he was going to steady the ship in his first few games, but definitely it has been just a continuation of poor results for West Ham. After a while, I think the new manager bounce would have ended, and this is going to be the tough times now. The only thing really saving West Ham currently is that teams in the relegation zone and Wolves really haven't closed the gap to them with their recent results. So they have been hovering right around 16th for a while, and they did have enough in the bank to at least not be so threatened by relegation right now. But a couple of wins by those teams and West Ham keep losing, they'll be pretty close again. They're in 16th currently, though. They do have 27 points. Again, those in the relegation have 17, so they're pretty good in terms of being clear. 10 points is always a good gap. Arsenal have scored 2.04 goals per match. West Ham 1.16. We concede just under a goal at 0.88 per match. West Ham at 1.88, almost 2. 9 clean sheets for Arsenal, 4 for West Ham. Chances created right under 3 for Arsenal, 2.8, 1.44 for West Ham. Biggest wins are 5-1, 2-0 is the worst defeat to Bournemouth away from home, 4-1 Ipswich win for West Ham, and a 5-0 home defeat to Liverpool. Stats: Saka hasn't played for 2 months and still has double the amount of assists than everybody else with 10. Kai Havertz out for the season now, 9 goals on the season in the Prem, and Jared Bowen and Martinelli 6. So Havertz and Martinelli, the 2 top scorers for Arsenal this season, both out injured. And basically that is the rundown of the stats between the two teams. And also how they've been doing this season in terms of the key metrics, right? So, look, this game, if you look at the fixture we just played against Leicester, you look at the lineup, this is not one that you would have predicted going into the season. Maybe the back line, kinda, because you wouldn't have had Miles Lewis-Kelly at left back. But Saliba Magalhaes, Timber Raya, and Lewis Kelly. Then you had Partey, Odegaard, and Rice in midfield, and the forwards, Leandro Trossard started through the middle, Raheem Sterling on the left, and Ethan Nwaneri on the right. Ethan Nwaneri played incredibly in this game. Sterling off the pace. Trossard played okay through the middle, but probably bad. And then the minute he went out to the left, he looked a different player. Set up a second goal for the super sub and our new number 9, Mikel Merino, scoring a brace off the bench. So, one thing that's going to be interesting, has that cameo convinced Mikel Arteta to just go ahead and play him there, especially when you factor in, as I said, Trossard just looks so much more effective playing off the left, and Sterling really didn't give enough to say, he warrants starting again in this fixture. So, it's a case where do you want to try to play Sterling into some kind of form just because you have injuries and you're going to need him to be at least an option. Do you change something that works so well? Just bring Merino in the second half again when the game is a little more open and he's not playing so much back to goal. he can actually run onto the ball and finish. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you were Arteta, would you start Mikel Merino in the number 9 or false 9 role? Or would you kind of try to run back what you did in the last game? Try to maybe, have Sterling get a chance from the start at home, with against a team that I'm sure will be very weary of Arsenal and probably, give us ample opportunity to kind of grow into the game and try to create some chances. What do you guys think? Because me personally, I probably wouldn't start Marino up front. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it. Bless up BM, what go on? Punroy, big up yourself. Is it just me or the top 5 EPL teams struggle to score against teams that go low block? I don't know if it's all of them. I mean, Liverpool, I would say, is probably the best at it because Liverpool have a way of like just realizing when a team is not quite in the right shape and they just attack that area that's not in shape. So they are gonna probably have you more on the back foot in terms of it's just like they're relentless in patches of the match. Where at one point in one of these 5 attacks in a row, everybody not going to be in the right shape and they take advantage. Most top 5 teams play in a way that plays into the hands of a narrow, compact team. Inverting and putting everyone in the middle of the pitch is what the teams want. Yeah, there's a reason why both the goals we scored against low block came from the wide, came from width, came from one area with a cross and Trossard with a cross. I mean, the second goal was more because the game was stretched, but even still. All right, Pristine said Arsenal 2-1. Float said 2-1 to the Gunners. They say Marino I any 10. For real. Would I start? Wait, say that start Calafiori as what? The striker? Or for Miles Lewis Kelly? Where I say? I you me did see with that about him play striker as a youth. Yeah man, Pristine, me get it 2-1. Wait, say Marino off his start. Okay, start Marino as a striker. Okay. Yeah man, Odeji, or whatever him name. I would have bought a striker in the summer. I would have bought a striker in January. I refuse to answer the question. Yeah, for real, one. That's not our damn job. Because we wouldn't have to deal with this. We would have bought a striker. If you were the coach and I was Edu, believe me, Arsenal would have a striker right now. Yo, Charles Brahma, big up. For MLS. Okay, so I start Calafiori in that game. Yeah, man, Paqueta out. Yeah. Paqueta is out. Yeah, he might always play good against Arsenal too. Could be, or the players not getting it right. All right, so for me, people, I think, as I said before, I feel like the defense are gonna take it upon themselves to just make sure nothing not going in them goal again. I thought in the last game, Leicester, I was really worried on that one chance when it swing cross and Ndidi got his head to it. I thought it was definitely a goal, but it was wide. But as I said, we've been doing a good job of limiting the other team chances, and I don't see that changing tomorrow. So I think we do keep the clean sheet. Sometimes we switch off a little bit at the Emirates sometimes, but I feel like just due to the fact that I think the fan base will know, like, all right, Liverpool dropped some points again. Like, that's 2 games now. So, like, we need to get these 3 points. I think we will get them as well. And I'm going to say Arsenal are going to win this game 2-0, just like the week before. 2-0 again. Yeah, I'm not going to overdo it. I was going to say 3-4, but like I said, 2-0. Comfortable in the end. DOC, I miss you. No, I'm not see none. All right, so move on. Let's move on. Let's move on, people. Smash that like button. Arsenal gonna take this one. 2-0 me I go for. All right, next fixture. You know, them love load up the 10 o'clock window, you know. So at 10 o'clock, it's gonna be Bournemouth and Wolves. So Wolves just outside the relegation zone, but this is not the fixture you want right now. Bournemouth probably one of the better informed teams right now. Head to head, they've played 9 times in the Premier League. Wolves have 4 wins to Bournemouth's 3 and 2 draws. Interestingly enough, Bournemouth have never beaten Wolves at home in the Premier League. Earlier this season, Bournemouth turned them over 4-2 in November. This is the form guide. Wolves have 1 win from their last 5. That a good result actually, 2-0 over Aston Villa at home, but losses to Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Newcastle. You know, 4 of the tougher teams in the Premier League this season, so you know, not the easiest run of fixtures. So a good 3 points to get against Villa. Seeing those fixtures against everybody else. Bournemouth, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. That one loss coming to Liverpool, but they do have wins over Forest and Newcastle in their last 5, as well as a draw against Chelsea and a win against Southampton. So Bournemouth, one of the better form teams, I think, in the league currently. That 2-0 Liverpool defeat, they actually played really well in that game. And I think just wayward finishing and some good goalkeeping and defending at times, you know, kept Liverpool to that 2-0 victory. But this is the season so far for both teams. 17th, as I said before, for Wolves, just 2 points out of the relegation zone. In 5th position right now, Bournemouth could very well next year be in the Champions League as well, based on how English teams are doing in the respective competitions and how Italy dropped out of a lot of things this past week. So that could affect that 5th Champions League position. Average goal scored 1.76 for Bournemouth and 1.4 for Wolves. Average goals conceded 2.16. So leaking goals, Wolves. I think that would be a lot more earlier in the season. I think they've gotten a bit better of late in defense. A couple of additions in the transfer market, and just, you know, clearly just a different concentration level under the new manager. 1.16 conceded for Bournemouth so far this season per match, 6 clean sheets. Chances created per match, 2.16 for Bournemouth, 1.64 for Wolves. Top player stats, 12 goals for Cunha, 11 goals for Kluivert, 7 for the new striker Dango Otara, 5 assists for Aït-Nouri and Kluivert and Marcus Tavernier. All 3 should feature on the day. So in this fixture, people, I think Wolves have been playing better under this manager, but I just feel like they keep running into the wrong fixtures currently. And this is another one of those. I think Mateus Cunha, just because he's playing, will create or score a goal. So I'm going to give Wolves a goal. But I think on the day, Bournemouth's pressure and relentlessness will be too much. And I say they're going to run out 3-1 victors at home in this fixture. DOC said 2-1 Arsenal win. All right. 2-1 Cherry says Skull. Finally, we have a different score. Oh, yeah, it's a 3-1 for Arsenal. You are picking with your heart. Arsenal, they cannot keep a clean sheet with West Ham. All right. Remember me tell you. Different this season. Yeah, I mean, let me see. When the last time we keep one clean sheet against them? So yeah, 3-1. 3-1 Bournemouth, may I say. 3-1 Bournemouth. Fulham and Crystal Palace, another game that will be at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. This is the stats head-to-head between the teams in the Premier League. So 4 wins and 4 wins and 5 draws. So this one is going to break a tie break for these two teams in the Premier League. Most recent matches these teams have played, Crystal Palace lost to them 2-0 earlier in the season. I think this was a version of Crystal Palace that was not quite themselves. I don't think Mateta had really rounded out into full form just yet. He has been on form of late and making a huge difference. So I think this is going to be a different type of matchup for them. But Fulham of late have had the better of it, 2 wins and 3 draws in the last 5 in this particular match. Now in the form guide, 2 losses for Fulham, 3 wins. Crystal Palace with the same exact thing as well. So both teams kind of on similar form. But Fulham have, I think, the more impressive wins, with wins away to Newcastle, at home to Nottingham Forest. Crystal Palace, though, did beat Leicester, West Ham, and Man United away, all teams that are closer to the relegation zone than the title. But they did lose their most recent game to Everton, which surprised me because I picked Crystal Palace to win based on the euphoria that Everton might have had and maybe just a little bit of a letdown plus no Doucouré. But Everton still pulled out that victory 2-1. If you look at the stats so far on the season for both teams, Fulham in 8th, Crystal Palace in 13th. Average goals per match, 1.52 for Fulham, 1.16 for Crystal Palace. Goals conceded per match, very similar, 1.32 for Fulham, 1.28 for Crystal Palace. But Palace have 3 more clean sheets at 7 to only 4 for Fulham. Chances created per match, it is Crystal Palace with the edge there at 2.08, while Fulham is at 1.92. Mateta up to 11 goals now. Jimenez 9, Iwobi 7, Anthony Robinson, the highest amount of assists for a defender this season with 10, Eze with 5 assists, and Traore with 4. Eze has really been disappointing this season. Honestly, can't stay fit, and even when he is fit, not really providing the output that they would need. They were really banking on him stepping up now that Olise had left to go to Bayern Munich, and that he just has not been pulling his weight as far as I am concerned. But good for them. Good thing for them is Jean-Philippe Mateta is still there doing his thing. So Fulham, I told you guys last time that Fulham is a team that I think get up for the teams that are in that top 6 or that title fight. But these are the teams, the Crystal Palaces of the world, those 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, those type of places. Fulham, to me, just never give you that same performance. I'm not going to say Palace go into Craven Cottage and turn them over, but I could see this match drawing. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-2 between Crystal Palace and Fulham. Bournemouth Wolves 2-2. All right. Float, if you're there, drop your score. And if you're gone, drop them in the comments later. 3-2 Fulham, says Pristine. So going with the home team at the Cottage. Skull agree with the Desmond. 2-2. Bless up game birds. What go on? You miss out about 5 games, but Leicester, Brentford, Everton, Man U, Arsenal, West Ham, Bournemouth, Wolves, and Fulham, Crystal Palace. Yeah, man. Drop the whole of them, man. Drop the whole of them. Big up. Respect for tuning same way, bro. Just drop a like on the video and drop the comment. And me add it in. Players now are generally robots. They're not capable of thinking for themselves and coming up with solutions and not encouraged to. That's because of coaching too. Yeah, that's for sure. Way less off the cuff things happening in football matches, you know? It's an Arteta that coach on robot baller. Let me see. Float. So you miss Bournemouth, Wolves, and Fulham, Crystal Palace. Yeah, man, Mateta going to cause problem. That's why I'm saying a 2-all. Because Fulham, I almost want to say Crystal Palace going to turn them over, you know, but no, I think Fulham will still find a way to get a draw. It will be and them will do something. 1-all Fulham Palace, all right? And Bournemouth Wolves float. That's the only other one they miss. We say Arteta not like flary player. Arteta have the most Brazilian. Cause Martinelli, man, they play like him Italian side, you know? Three one Bournemouth. All right. Nice. DOC. Fulham Palace DOC. I'm pristine. Me not get the Fulham Palace one neither. Oh, see it there? 3-2. So what did say for Bournemouth Wolves? Oh, me never get none for Bournemouth Wolves. Come here, say me no, you never said 3-2 for that as well. So the Bournemouth Wolves one go. Wonder what I'm gonna do when Nico Williams join in the summer. Man, I gonna turn him in a robot. They say yes sir, no sir. Nico go listen him, man. 3-2 Crystal Palace. Yeah, DOC, you know, so I think that score there, you know, I'm really upset if that happen. Cause I really me did think, you know. Yeah, man, 1-1 is donkeyless. No donkey of the week for 1-1, you know. Him can't get it. It's alright. BM said this is a side question. What do you think about Spartak selling Boza for 1.6 and buying Levi Garcia for 18? I don't think they like Boza at all. Well, I think if you look at Levi Garcia's output at his last club, how dominant he was. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Like Levi Garcia just been doing better, you know. Remember Spartak bought him for what, like 7-8 million, something like that, and you know they basically took his value down because he wasn't playing. So I guess they were willing to take that loss, you know. Yeah, 15 million euro them just buy him for. No, wait. Yeah. Okay, 18.7 euro from Athens. Rough. Shamar. I mean, Valley is 15 and Shamar only is 4, so, you know. Yeah, 1.6, man. Go for lower than him value. But that cause him never there going with none. Yeah, then buy him for 8. I don't know why you were so shocked though, BM, because that's his market value is 15, so it ain't that, you know. I mean, if you really want the player, you're gonna pay a little more than his value. And to be honest, when Boza was bought for the 8 million, I don't even know if his value was 8 million at that time. It might have been still. Three one Bournemouth. All right. Well, it was close. 3-1. You don't think Levi is all that though? Him can play wide or striker. I'm not for playing at the middle. Both are a different type of player. The other forwards they have are not static center forwards. It's probably more coaching. Of course, it's a lot more of coaching because even Ugalde, like his style of playing forward is so different from Boza. And Levi Garcia is way more like a Ugalde type of forward, like everything running behind, drop shot. Probably don't want to play back to goal all the time. You know what I mean? Um, can run into the left channel, right channel, and still be effective either way. So yeah, Ugalde is a baller, bro. I mean, he's only 21 as well, so I'm only gonna get better. I feel like them get Garcia as insurance because he's getting bought in the summer by somebody. So yeah, Fulham Crystal Palace, I went for the draw 2-2. So let's move on, people, to I keep doing that. Ipswich and Spurs. So I think this is the game that in the reverse fixture, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Ipswich beat Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London 2-1. In the Premier League, they've played 11 times. And look at that. Ipswich has 5 wins and only 3 to Spurs with 3 draws. That is amazing. Recent meetings in the Premier League, the last time they played was 2002, and Ipswich did the double over them in the 01-02 season, 2-1, both home and away, and they beat them 2-1 as well in the fixture this year. If Ipswich wins the next game 2-1, then something is going on, people. Form guide in the last 5, Ipswich only a point in their last 5 matches, losses to Brighton, Man City, Liverpool, Southampton, and also a draw with Aston Villa. Then Spurs, 3 losses, and then followed by 2 wins in a row. So 2 wins on the bounce for Ange Postecoglou, and the team is getting a bit healthier. We saw their goalkeeper return last week, and they were able to get 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games. They only have 6 all season. So, definitely things looking a bit better for them. Brentford and Man U victories in their last 2. Goals scored per match, Spurs definitely have the advantage there. 1.96. Ipswich scoring just under a goal per match, conceding 2 goals per match. Spurs conceding 1.48. Told you Spurs have 6 clean sheets, only 2 for Ipswich. Chance created, a full chance more created per match by Spurs, 2.28 to 1.28. Delap, big striker, 10 goals on the season for a relegation threatened side. That is very good. James Maddison, 9 goals. Brennan Johnson been out for a while, but was back on the bench last week. 7 goals for him. Son with 7 assists, Pedro Porro 5, and Dejan Kulusevski with 4. So can Ipswich do the double over Spurs like they did in 2001, 2020, and 2002? That is the question, people. What do you all think? Me personally, I feel like Ipswich ain't gonna win this game this time. Sorry. I'm gonna say this one is gonna be a 2-1 actually to Spurs. So the scoreline will be the same, but Spurs will actually get the result this time, people. I think they're getting healthy at the right time, and I just feel like they will get the result this time. So 2-1 to Spurs on this day. Liam Delap probably to get his 11th goal on the season. Yes, people, that's what I think. All right, so game birds drop them. Brentford 3-1. I know, I have to find. Oh no, I have to find it. Good job. Brentford 3-1. Everton 2-0. Cherries 4-2. Ipswich 1-all. Oh, you reached that so. Seagulls 2-1. Oh, you reached that so. Arsenal 2-0. That media wait pan and the Fulham Crystal Palace 3-2. Chelsea 2-2 with Villa. And Forest 2-1 over Newcastle and 3-1 Liverpool over Manchester City. All right, birds, big up. Yeah, I say a quote to the one as you say that. I say a quote to the we say, blessings in the namesake. Yeah, man, you don't know the late night vibes. Yeah, so I say a quote today with Maxon Lacroix from Crystal Palace, right? And them asked him who was the toughest forward in face in the EPL. And the man said Gabriel Jesus, because the man just don't stop move and him score enough games with that day. So that was the day when Jesus must did score a hat-trick or something like that. And the man said, everybody would have said Haaland and thing, but him say I like playing Haaland because I'm strong too. So I like the buckle there, but it's better than we keep on running the whole time and them I can't stand. We say the bird I get cooked, but them goalkeeper is back so too at Spurs. Yeah, I don't like saying Spurs gonna win, but I really feel like them gonna win this week, Star. Honestly. Tottenham 2-1 said look like a lot of you agree. Float said 2-2. We said Delap gone at Chelsea. Well, I know what him name not go by that brother there. Ipswich with the upset 1-0. Alright, DOC say I feed them there. Ipswich have pace, but Tottenham have switched from an island to a more sensible shape, so it's probably more difficult for Ipswich to run in behind and counter this time. Listen to any defender talk and tell you what they prefer playing against. Pace or a big strong hold up man. I've never heard a man say they prefer playing against pace and movement. Not once. That's true. When I played first at the back, I saw the striker could not or would not run in behind. I was happy. Yeah. Facts. I no needed a 9 for play. I used to love run up and down and get the ball everywhere and run in behind. And yeah, that was my style. For sure. All right, the next game, Southampton and Brighton. This one is going to be the last 10 o'clock fixture. 13 times they have played in the Premier League, and it's very even. 3 wins apiece with 7 draws. They did draw early in the season 1-1 at the Amex. They played in 2023 as well, Brighton winning at home 3-1 and winning away as well, doing a double over them that season. Year before, draws for both fixtures. So this is the form guide. Southampton with 1 win from 5, Brighton with 3 wins and 2 losses. One of those losses being the biggest defeat of the season, 7-0 to Nottingham Forest away from home. So far in the season, Southampton pretty much bound to heading back to the championship. They only have 2 wins from their first 25 games. Terrible. 20 losses for them, 3 draws and 2 wins. Brighton with 9 wins, 10 draws and 6 losses. That puts them in 10th position. Average goals scored per match. Southampton at 0.76, Brighton at 1.52. Average goals conceded. Brighton scoring exactly how much they concede on average per match in this Premier League season. And Ipswich shipping in 2.28 goals per match. Clean sheets 6 kept by Brighton and 2 for Southampton. Chances created per match 1.28 and 1.8 for Brighton. 7-0. Jeez. Mitoma now leading with Danny Welbeck 6 goals apiece. João Pedro started off on fire but has really cooled down. 5 goals, 5 assists for him. Welbeck and Mitoma also on the list. Notably, no Southampton players anywhere in the top 3 in either category. Not enough firepower. Lately, they have been playing a little bit better, but still not able to get the results. They have scored a goal in their last 5 fixtures, though haven't been blanked. So, they have been doing a bit more on the offensive side. But in this particular fixture, I'm going to say Brighton. Matoma is on form. When he's on form, Brighton's a different team. So I'm going to say they win this one. Actually, 2-0. Southampton have been scoring lately, but I feel like Brighton out the blue will hold them down to a 2-0 scoreline. So 2-0, me say. Few nil. Red Skulls a 3-1 to Brighton. Didn't run a lot. No man, I wouldn't say that. You talk Zlatan when him stop run, but young Zlatan used to run, brother. Yeah, talk about. People stop talk about Ravel. No, I mean I think so. Up to yesterday, somebody asked like, where am I going with that thing? I mean, maybe the YouTuber them stop talk about him, but me not think the fans stop talk about him. Yeah, man, the drop off is real for them, brother. Them were right up there all year and then just drop off. Brighton 4-2. Brighton 2-0. Yeah, I agree with that one there. When is Tyler Dibbling back? That's a good question. Let's see. Tyler. I'm not listed as out, so he must be back. I believe he's back, my friend. Yeah, I could have swear I see him come on in the last game. Yeah, man, him debut, man. Yeah, him run out in the last game. Come up forward off the bench and make an impact. No, but I mean, like, I'm not saying, okay, he didn't run a lot, but like early in his career, he preferred back to goal, but he could spin and run in behind as well early in his career, like the Inter Milan days. Only player I would take at Arsenal. Oh, Tyler Dibbling is the only player you would take at Arsenal from them side there. Yeah, he's a good player still. Good potential for sure. All right, so the last fixture, people, is gonna be and float. Me never get your score for that one there. If you're still there, boat. The last one is gonna be Aston Villa and Chelsea. This is gonna be the 12:30 kickoff, the 5:30 in England. This should be a very good game, I think. I know Chelsea have not been their best lately. People cussing Nico Jackson all season, but they look much different without him playing. Head to head, 59 times they have played, one of the most played fixtures in the Premier League. 30 wins for Chelsea to 15 for Aston Villa, with 14 drawn fixtures. Earlier in the season at the Bridge, Chelsea got the better of Aston Villa 3-0. One of the better results from Maresca this season. And let's see how this fixture goes this time around. Of course, last time out, Villa playing Liverpool during the week, and that ended 2-2. Last year, they played to a 2-2 draw as well at Villa Park. Form guide, only 4 draws out of the last 5 fixtures for Aston Villa, accompanied by a loss. So they have really hit a brick wall in the Premier League, not getting the results they need. Draws against the 2 title challengers right now, Arsenal and Liverpool. And then, of course, draws and losses to teams in the bottom 5 of the Premier League currently. 1-1 with West Ham, 2-0 loss to Wolves, and a 1-1 at home with Ipswich. Chelsea, also with some up and down form. They drew with Bournemouth, beat Wolves, lost to Man City, beat West Ham at home, and lost away to Brighton 3-0. One of their worst performances of the season, I thought. Brighton definitely deserved all those 3 points and definitely deserved to beat them handily on the day. Sixth position now for Chelsea, ninth for Aston Villa. So both teams definitely wobbling a bit in the Premier League currently. Average goals scored per match, Chelsea have the edge there, 1.88 to 1.42. They also concede a bit less as well at 1.36 to 1.54. Both teams only 4 and 3 clean sheets respectively. The 4 going to Chelsea. Chances created per match, Chelsea also have the edge there, 2.52 to 2.23. Stats, of course, Palmer leads all the goals and assist metrics, 14 goals and 6 assists for Palmer on the season. Ali Watkins with 12 goals, 5 assists, so not bad. And Nico Jackson, who is out right now, 9 goals and 5 assists. As I said before, people, Maresca's going to have to figure out that forward position. I don't think that Nkunku is really the answer. Sadly for them, the youngster from Spain is also out, Giu, so I think he's going to have to persist with Nkunku playing through the middle. But yeah, I don't think it's really working out the way it should right now. Maybe he's tempted to try Cole Palmer at false 9, but I'm not sure if he really wants to move him out of where he normally plays either. So I think it's going to be Nkunku trying again to lead that line. Aston Villa, on the other hand, I thought that their team in their last fixture at times looked really good. Asensio, Rogers, and Rashford kind of playing just in behind Ali Watkins. At times, even one of those three just accompanying Ali Watkins as a second striker as well. Makes you wonder why he wouldn't just play Duran and Watkins when he had them. But Emery definitely struggling in the Premier League right now, doing excellent in the Champions League. Maybe he's just so focused on that right now. I'm not sure, but for them to be all the way in 9th place, I think is not good enough for them. Leon Bailey, I think, missed the last game. Didn't think it was something so serious, but right now with all the reinforcements they have, I don't see them really rushing back Bailey anyway. So more than likely you'll see more of the usual suspects. I think maybe Jacob Ramsey starts this game instead of Asensio. And I think Rashford might just keep his place and play a little bit more central in this one. Or he could play off the right as well if Rogers plays a little more central. So they have some options. So let's see what he goes with. I think right now their defense is really what the main issue is. Kamara was playing centre back. He's now out. Mings did play the last game, but was constantly down. Looks like he's not fully back 100 yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of defense he puts out in this fixture. But I think this game is going to be a good one, entertaining one. Neither one of these teams really inspire much confidence in me to say they're going to beat the other team. So I'm leaning towards a draw. But I think Villa Park might make the difference. So I'm going to say this one ends 2-1 to Aston Villa. 2-1 to Villa. Villa do not keep clean sheets ever. Leicester City young kid. Who El Canus? Leicester City young kid. Aston Villa 3-2. Could see it. Yeah, man, young early. Just type in early Zlatan highlights, brother. Man, they used to do everything. Asensio, what a signing by Villa. Yo, for flashes in that game, it was like, damn, this guy is technical, bro. You could just tell him run out of gas, Premier League move fast, man. Zlatan was magic. Goal scorer, but very technical and skillful. Absolutely. I give Villa a chance against anyone in the CL. They have players with pace that can do damage on the counter against better teams. An experienced coach that has done well. Absolutely. I was telling some people that the other day, like, as small as Villa might be stature wise currently in the European game, I give them a big chance in the Champions League because of Emery and his ability to game plan for teams, and him have the weapons that him need for play a counter-attacking style, which he's pretty much mastered. 2-1 Villa. The way Villa win is if he play Asensio, Rogers, Till. Tielemans in the midfield. Okay. Yeah, Tielemans I forgot play deeper in the midfield. But you're right. Whenever Tielemans play closer to the striker, bro, it's like a next level. But him have to play deeper right now because I'm not nobody else. Because I don't think I'm not fit neither. Unbelievable player. One of the best I've seen. Yep. 2-0 Brighton say float. Yeah, can we never get that one there. And 2-2 Villa Chelsea. I was leaning towards that, but Chelsea has some doodle right now. 2-2 Newcastle Forest. I never get that one there. Oh, okay. I'm going to start it yet, but yeah, tell me. Most of the best teams in the CL are not even that good this season, in my opinion, too. So Villa are a dark horse. Yeah, I mean, Real Madrid, bro. The man, they just look like some mad piece of team when they attack. But I want to say how much of that was just City right now is the worst at defending, They're just not very good defending right now. All right, so Villa Chelsea, I think that's going to be a good game. All right, Newcastle and Nottingham Forest, another game I think that's going to be really good. But one thing about this is, Newcastle maybe Forest catching Newcastle at a good time, It looks like Newcastle only have strength for Arsenal of late. 13 games played in this fixture and domination by Newcastle. 9 wins to 1 with 3 draws. Newcastle won earlier this season on the City ground. One of their, probably worst games at home this season. 3-1. They ended up winning on November the 10th. So Newcastle, in their last 5, though, 3 losses, back-to-back losses to Fulham and Man City. 2 wins mixed into those, and then Forest, a little bit of a wobble for their standards of late. 1 draw, 2 wins, and 2 losses. A 5-0 away defeat to Bournemouth and a 2-1 loss last week to Fulham. Sandwich between a 7-0 at home to Brighton. So Nottingham Forest on the season so far in 3rd position. Wonderful for them. 7th position for Newcastle. Only 2 more wins for Forest than Newcastle. They've both drawn 5 and 2 less losses for Newcastle. Average goals scored per match, Newcastle with a slight edge, 1.68 to 1.64. Goals conceded per match, 1.16. Nottingham Forest a little bit stingier to 1.32 for Newcastle. 10 clean sheets for Forest. I think that leads the Premier League right now. 8 clean sheets for Newcastle. Chances created per match in the favor of Newcastle, 2.12 to 1.76. Chris Wood, 18 goals in this one. Alexander Isak, 17 goals. So 2 of the more prolific goal scorers will lock horns in this one. Anthony Gordon with 6 goals. Alanga, 8 assists, playing well this season. Jacob Murphy with 8 assists, and Bruno Guimaraes with 6 assists. So that is kind of the stats and the season stats for both teams. Newcastle at St. James Park, usually very, very formidable. Of late, had a bit of a few wobbles. So I am not sure what to go with in this one. Anytime I'm so unsure, most times I say I just take the draw. But this time, I think Isak has had a couple of quiet for his standard games, and I think it finally changes in this one. Newcastle will win this fixture right here, and I'm going to say they're going to win this one 3-2. It's going to be an entertaining match, but Newcastle at home will get the job done. 3-2 over Nottingham Forest. I know that's a bit much. Nottingham Forest not conceding so many goals, but I just feel like it's going to be a good day for Newcastle. They're due one. And usually, what the coach name, Eddie Howe, him usually have a good one sprinkling with some bad one. And I just feel like in this one, both teams play well, but Newcastle in the end get the job done, and maybe even Isak and Chris Wood are tied on goals at the end of this one on 19. Yeah. Newcastle and Villa only have strength for Arsenal. Need Nottingham Forest to win so we can get easier game Wednesday. But 2-1 Newcastle. And the last fixture of the week, people, is a big one. Big one. Man City versus Liverpool. The question is, what kind of Man City will we get? Will we get the one that blew past who they beat 4-0 last week? Newcastle at home, 4-0, or will we get the Liverpool that we saw against Real Madrid? I mean, the Man City we saw against Real Madrid and Arsenal. What will we get? They have some good wins mixed in. 6-0 over Ipswich, 3-1 over Chelsea, drew away to Brentford, lost to Arsenal 5-1, but also beat Newcastle 4-0. Liverpool in their last 5 have 2 draws and 3 wins. They drew with Everton away and Aston Villa away, and now they will travel away to Manchester City to face them. Stats on this earlier this season, Liverpool won 2-0 at Anfield in December. Last year, they had 2 1-all draws. The year before that, Man City beat them at the Etihad 4-1. Liverpool beat them at Anfield 1-0. So it's been back and forth between the two teams. 4th position right now, Man City, for all that bad talk this season, still in the top 4. Liverpool, though, 1st position, 18 wins, 7 drawn, only 1 defeat in their first 26 matches. Very, very impressive there for Arne Slot and Liverpool. Average goals scored per match, 2.38 to 2.08. So 2 very good scoring teams. Liverpool, though, much better defending, only 1 goal conceded per match. Man City at 1.4. 10 clean sheets for Liverpool. I think that tied for the best in the Premier League. 6 for Manchester City. Chances created per match, 3 on average by Liverpool, 2.6 for Man City. So both teams pretty prolific in terms of goal scoring, but definitely the edge in the defense would have to go to Liverpool. Even though I think of late they haven't looked quite their best at around the back. Mohamed Salah, mad output this season. 24 goals, 15 assists, 39 goal contribution in 26 games. Madness. 19 goals for Erling Haaland and 9 for Luis Diaz, who can't get a game even when Gakpo don't play. Savinho, 7 assists, and Trent with 6 assists on the season. So this one, people, should be a really good one. I don't think that there'll be any hangover from Man City losing to Real Madrid. I think if you ask most Man City fans, they probably went into that game knowing that that 3-2 deficit would have been a bit much, especially how they have been defending. But let's see, does it affect them? I think if it affects them in the slightest, then Liverpool will win this game. But I don't know. I just feel like in the Premier League against this opponent, I can trust that Man City maybe just show up a bit more than they were able to in the Bernabeu. They will be at home as well, so I think that will help them. So yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna be greedy and say Man City win, but I do think that Liverpool drop points again. So I'm gonna say this one ends Desmond again, 2-2. So 2-all draw with Everton, 2-all draw with Aston Villa, and now a 2-all draw with Manchester City away from home. That's the last 3 away fixtures for Liverpool in the Premier League. That's what I'm going with, people. 2-all in this fixture. DOC said 1-all Forest Newcastle. All right. Even in a Real Madrid press conference, Pepper think about Liverpool. 2-1 Pool say float. Pristine says City 2-1. I never get the Newcastle Forest score, Pristine. Unless we miss it. But I don't think we miss it. I get the Villa Chelsea score at the last score I see you put. 2-1 Liverpool said DOC. Alright. Big up Conrad. Not even say it about my place. Big up my boss. What go on? Yeah, man. Big coach Unu in the building, you know? From the day that I'm gonna give out all the coaching badge them, you know? Yo, that's mental, you know, man. 24 goal and 15 assists. Damn. Where would they be without him? So yeah, that is pretty much it for the Premier League fixtures for the week. Red Skull may never get your last score. I'm sure he soon drop that. And Pristine may never get the Newcastle Forest score. So give me them few score them we need. And the people that were there alive, I get them picks will be all locked in. Biggs G, I'm sure you'll send yours. Who else did I miss out? I don't know what CK there. Brethren CK at Chile. I don't know where Chile there. Chile, hopefully we drop him score in the comment section there. 3-2 City. Pristine said 2-1 Newcastle. Very lost against 10 men. I think Harborview. Yeah, that's true. Harborview did win 1-0. And Humble Lion did win as well. So Humble Lion got a little bit closer to Veer. And Veer still in the relegation, you know. Liverpool fans terrified. So yeah, since somebody asked about it, let me just show you guys real quick the updated Premier League table after the midweek fixtures done. And when I say Premier League, I mean the Jamaica Premier League. So I did actually watch a couple of games today. I watched a piece of actually 3 games I got to see some of. So somebody did have the game on for Veer and Tivoli. So I watched the first half of that basically. And then I watched the Jamaica under-20 girls play. And then once that was finished, I turned back to Premier League and was watching Cavalier and Harborview. That was a game that Harborview won 1-0. And then after that, the second game that was on Sportsmax today was Arnett versus Portmore. So I watched a piece of that as well. That one ended 0-0. So yeah, I did watch some Jamaica Premier League today. So let me show you guys the Premier League standings in Jamaica right now. And it's the regular season. So Humble Lion with their victory today got up to 18 points now, 1 point behind Veer United and 19. Chapelton Maroons had a 1-0 defeat today. So did Chapelton Maroons lose today? Hold on. Word of advice to these people. Why they don't put the fixtures backwards so we can see? Make me have to find the fixture them. November, alright, February, we just pass it. I think Chapelton did lose. 1-0 all. Moby and Racing draw. So 2-0 all today. 2-1. See the Humble Lion beat Waterhouse there. Don't know why the Veer score not update, but they lost 2-1. Veer did. I go on there, so. So where the game them on the 20th then? Well, just 15. Brother. And me I get mad or what? And I just look on this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, finally. Yeah, so yesterday, Dunby Bowling win 1 love. That was the only game yesterday, and there's the 1-0 victory for Chapter Maroons went down 1-0 to Mount Pleasant, at Draxall. So let's go back to the standings so I can show you guys. So Chapperton lost 1-0. So they're on 22 points. So Veer United with a victory. They'll need more than a victory though, because their goal difference is really bad. So they are still in the relegation zone with Humble Lion, but Humble Lion got a win today. Lions in 11th on 23. Harborview with that victory get further away from the relegation zone now, 4 points clear from the relegation zone and 23 points. Dunby Holding with a good win this week as well, 29 points for them. Harold Thomas really changing around this team. Dunby Holding, I think they were really close to the relegation when he took over. Now they have a 10-point gap from relegation. Racing on 31 continue their climb up the table. Tivoli had been a top 6 team for a lot of the season, but have been right there in that spot that no one wants in 7th. Now currently tied on points with Racing. Then you have Waterhouse going down today to was it Humble Lion beat them 2-1? Yeah, Humble Lion beat them 2-1. So that was a big result for them. But Waterhouse still in 6th, but only 3 points from the Chasing, Racing, and Tivoli. Cavalier dropped points today to Harborview, but they're still in 5th on 41 points. A good little gap from 6th place, 7-point gap there. Then you have Portmore United getting a 0-0 draw at a tough place, Arnett Gardens. They're on 41 points, also similarly feeling pretty comfortable, 7 points clear of, actually 10 points clear of 7th place. Then Montego Bay United under new manager, new technical director Andrew Peart and new coach Paul Teagat Davis. They drew 0-0. They're on 49 points. Arnett Gardens also drew 0-0 with Portmore. They're on 52 points, and Mount Pleasant keep on doing their thing with a 1-0 victory. Even though Tapa said he was not so thrilled with the performance on the day, they got the 3 points, and that's all that matters. But definitely the dominant team, plus 51 goal difference, 67 goals scored, only 16 conceded from 25 matches played. So definitely stamping their class so far this season. In other news, people, if you're keeping track, you know that Cavalier is due to face the winner of Inter Miami and Sporting Kansas City. Last night, Lionel Messi did get the lone goal in a freezing Kansas City, Missouri. And that means that if they can at least get a positive result, a draw, or better in the second leg, they will be facing Cavalier in March in the second round of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. So that will be very, very much to look forward to. The first fixture in that one will take place I think Inter will be at home first, and then Cavalier will host the second leg, as far as I know. So I think tickets are already on sale. People, if you're in Jamaica and you want to go to that game, I suggest you buy them now, because once it is confirmed that Messi is coming or Messi's team will be coming, I think those tickets might go a bit more expensive for you. So yeah, if you want to be there, I think it would be smart to just do that. If Liverpool lose this match, them are fret you true still. Still very good. Liverpool dropping off points, but we'll be able to keep winning. That's my main concern. Yeah, me too. I mean, I think if we have 12 games left, if we get 36 points, we win the league. That's what I think. But I just don't think we'll get 36 points. Veer have started defending a bit better since the Cavalier game because they stopped the highline nonsense. That has allowed them to compete better, but they still ain't winning now. They ain't winning nothing. They don't have the quality, bro. Honestly, we did it last season. I think the team believe they can win it. Well, let's see. Especially when they see Liverpool keep dropping points. But when see Van Dijk answer the question and say, congrats to Aston Villa. Arsenal, they ain't brain, bro. How have you want all the smoke since January? Yeah, the man them go get back some baller with them sell off and bring them back in and say, yo, we need them. Because we don't want to get relegated. Arsenal will hunt them down. I hope so, Red Skull. Same thing, I say, I hope so. We'll know who what for sure. These games will tell us everything. Nottingham Forest, Man U, and Chelsea. If we win all three, Arsenal likely to win the league. Let's see, boy. Let's see. Anyhow, Man U come spoil the party this year, see, man. We're not going to hear the United from United fans, you know. Even in our worst season, I can't beat it. I'm already knocked you out of FA Cup, and man, them think is the best thing ever happened in life. And we can see it now, you know. The Man U fans, them just wait for that game, they for do something against we, you know. Tell them, say, we're battlers, you know. Look how you make our this United side doing that and blah, blah, blah. Can see it already, bro. I know what I'm going, you know. You see them pop up out of nowhere after them quiet for a good 3 weeks. So them go on, man. So them go on. So yeah. Also, I don't really ever on this EPL show any love to the other league them. But I'm showing you guys what are going in some of the other top 5 leagues in terms of the standing. So in España, it's quite a nice race eating up over there. So this is the standings in Spain, people. So this is what's going on in Spain right now. Valladolid, Alaves, Valencia. Wow. Valencia in the relegation zone, but very, very tight. You see, Espanyol, Leganes, Las Palmas, all right there. So anything can change. Even Alaves could jump right out of there with one result. But up top is where it's really exciting. Even though the relegation fight looks crazy as well in Spain. Betis, Anthony got over there and is on fire. But Vallecano right now holding down European place. Saw them play Barcelona last week. Very, very good team. A lot of technical players, good attacking players. Just couldn't get it over the line against Barcelona. Maybe just not that top striker there, but definitely I got a lot of good link-up play from Vallecano. Really impressed me in that game. I watched them play Barca won 1-0. Villarreal in 5th, Athletic Club in 4th, Atletico Madrid right there in pace. Athletic Club not far off either, just 6 points off the lead. I have Atletico Madrid just 1 point behind with Real Madrid and Barcelona right there, 1 and 2, like always. Barca holding on currently. So that's a nice, good battle gearing up there in Spain. Then when we go to Italy, let's see what's going on in Italy as far as the standings are concerned. Parma, Venezia, and Monza currently in the relegation places, but Empoli, Verona, Lecce, Cagliari, Como, all within striking distance of at least the 18th place team. Monza and Venezia with a little bit more work to do. Roma only in 9th place this season. That's surprising. Milan as well, all the way down to 7th right now. And they're also out of the Champions League. Fiorentina, Lazio, Juve, Atalanta, Inter, Napoli all have played a game more than Milan. So Milan could technically get back in there with the game in hand, at least the 6th position. But at the top, it's very tight. Napoli, Inter, Atalanta, all separated by 5 points. Juve had a big result last week, beating Inter. That's really why Napoli has that 2-point lead currently. But this one looks like it's shaping up to be a good battle towards the end of the season. Then the Bundesliga, this looks a lot like what it normally does. Bayern with an 8-point lead currently over Leverkusen. Frankfurt in 3rd, Leipzig 4th, Freiburg, Mainz make out the top 6. Relegation, Bochum, Heidenheim, and Kiel. Of course, in Germany, the bottom 2 goes directly down, and that 16th place team goes into a relegation promotion playoff with the team from the second Bundesliga. League 1, PSG running away with it, 56 points, 10-point gap over Marseille and Mason Greenwood, Roberto De Zerbi, Nice and Monaco third and fourth and 40 points, Lille in fifth and Lyon in sixth. Relegation, Saint Etienne, Le Havre and Montpellier. Just like in Germany, bottom two go directly down. Relegation playoff for Saint Etienne if it stays the same. So that is pretty much it for the top 5 leagues. I did Spain, Italy, Germany, France, and of course, the show was about the EPL. So, just as a reminder, people, this is the table currently for the EPL: Liverpool, Arsenal, Forest, Man City top 4, Bournemouth in 5th, Chelsea in 6th, Newcastle, Fulham, Aston Villa, Brighton, Brentford, Tottenham, Forest. Here about Tottenham Forest, Tottenham Hotspurs, Crystal Palace, Everton, Man United, West Ham, Wolves, and the relegation teams right now: Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton. So people, that is it. Very, very much enjoyable show tonight as usual. Thanks for all the people that did check in, drop their thoughts, make the conversations lively and fun. Thanks for all the people that dropped their scores. Remember, I know it's a late night edition tonight, a little later than what some people can take. So please, people, if you want to be a part of the predictions, please do drop them in the comment section after the video has been posted onto YouTube. I will definitely add them in. Of course, you have until 3 o'clock tomorrow. So if you see the video and you know you weren't here, you know the drill. Just drop it in the comment section, drop it in the Discord server, drop it wherever I can see it before the match starts. I'm know you're not a thief. All right, big up on yourself. Wouldn't say I think if Vere get relegated, it could be the most embarrassing relegation of all time. It might be because of all the talk before the season. I can't wait till I buck Mr. Speed. I can't wait till I hold Mount Pleasant. I can't wait till I do this and that, you know. Next year, I can't wait till him win the tier 2. Especially if we play the one before Champions League, one that Arteta will rotate. That's tough. I don't think. Do we have players to rotate right now, though? Honestly, did you hear about the drama with the stadium? The Inter Miami game maybe play at another venue. Welcome to Jamaica. Oh my gosh! So when you say another venue, you mean like not in Jamaica at all? That's what I wonder about. I don't think we can afford to. Yeah, I don't think we have players to rotate. Speaking of other leagues, I can't believe a bigger club hasn't bought Jonathan David. He's one of the best finishers in Europe. Same thing Mass always tell me. You know, Mass is a big Canada fan. And the man said every time we always talk about Isak and Gyökeres and all these people, them say, why the hell Arsenal don't just get Jonathan David? Come on, it's Fabregas' team. I think he looks like a promising young coach. I like his ideas. Hopefully his team survives. Yeah, me too. I want them to stay up too. And they look like them want to start some kind of project. I'm always try buy some big baller. Somebody will, because there's a lack of strikers in the game. No, I personally don't think his finishing is good, but he's very dangerous in a team with the right system because of his pace. Yeah. Bro, put him in a team that create chance. He's going to finish chance. And also, he's going to get a lot of chance. He might not score all of them, but brother, I'm going to score enough. I'm going to get enough chance. In Champions League, Aston Villa have a better chance of getting the next round than Arsenal. Why you say that? I don't agree with that. Because it's PSV are fine or you know. So yeah, I feel like we can beat both of those teams over 2 legs. Natural goal scorer. Hurts Sabina Park will be Inter Miami game. That and Wonder Kids linked to Arsenal. Yo, if that brother forward, you know. Yeah, man, if that brother forward, but I don't even want to get the next Wonder Kid, you know, because we have the Wonder Kid in the academy, you know. Max Dauman youth, 15. That youth look like the yo, Max Dauman. You think one everybody? Oh, but yo, man just bust him now. Like when I want to play a fit, just play the man now. I saw the man moving a training, brother, against the big man. Them like he's unstoppable. He will always score goals, but his finish has never been great. From Genk, I could see he lacked a lot of things. He converts 30% of his big chances, but does get chances. Yeah, he gets a lot of chances, man. He always getting chances. His link-up play is very underrated too, though. Like, extremely underrated. I don't know if he will get over the line to us, but I'm not even so worried about it, bro. I'm telling you, this kid Max Down, man, is the future. One area is the now and the future. Yeah, that's and Skelly. We're good with them three. And then whoever else I fall in about a year, 2 time. I remember his first season at Lily, missed a lot of chance but won the league. He's my baller though. Yeah man, David a good baller, man. Or David. I like to ask him how him like to say it, David or David. I mean, here it said a lot of ways. All right, people, that is it, you know. We're past the time for the show. But yeah, I thought it would be cool to just take a look at some other leagues. As I said, I was watching the Jamaica Premier League tonight. I was at my daughter training actually watching the game. I was watching the first game, the Cavalier versus Harborview game. And one of the other parents, them said, "What you watching?" Someone said JPL. Them said, JPL? What's that? I said Jamaica Premier League. And the man bust out a laugh. So yeah, laugh. Man say, yo, I just didn't think Jamaica would have like a Premier League, you know. I was like, yeah, it could have named First Division, but it named Jamaica Premier League. Yo, the man, I laugh after we think start. So I'm sure him a couple minutes and him still was laughing, you know. It never convinced him when I show him. Yo, one blessings, you know. Respect for the donation, bro. Yeah, man, respect every time, bro. You don't know lights have to stay on, you know. Yeah, I'm sure the man a 5 minute star and it never really convinced him, you know. But them time the Harborview did a defend out for them life. Because they made have the lead and it was about 10-minute leave. So it was not the most enticing football being played. And you know, when Cavalier need a goal, the man them start move like some real wild man. So it wasn't the best time to show anybody. Mr. Lap, but he gets a lot. So I scored that season. He was on the left wing with the Turkish brother. Yeah, Yilmaz. Yilmaz is a deadly finisher. Jeez. They give them man the one chance. But yeah, people, you don't know, I could have talked about football till next week, you know, but time for the body to get a recharge now. Big up all the people in the building. Thanks so much for the donation again, one. And yeah, man, make sure to smash that like button, even on the watch back. If you never watch it, just click the video and press like for me. Yeah, man. Please and thanks. You don't know. Thanks so much for tuning in, people. All those who stayed all throughout the show. Maximum respect to you. All those who just passed through, even though they wouldn't stay, and drop a comment. Really appreciate that as well. And all those who passed through just for drop a like, appreciate all of that. Yeah, man, people say, you don't know. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. And come on, you Gooners.